Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and yeah, get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.
And I'm Dee. What happened?
We good? Hi.
Hi, guys.
What's up? What's up?
I'm TT.
I'm Gigi.
And I'm Dee.
And this is the Oprah Rose Show. Thank you for listening.
As always.
As always, like, rate, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow us.
You forgot?
I was looking at you like, follow us. Twitter, Oprah Rose Show. Instagram, The Oprah Rose Show. And email any questions, comments, concerns, letters, advice, hotels to the Oprah Rose Show at gmail.com.
Yes. We just had a good hotel the other day.
We did.
Hotel/listener letter.
Yeah.
And you can check it out on Patreon. So make sure you subscribe to the Patreon as well. My sister was caught up in the rapture.
She was losing everybody.
For a nigga that she ain't even gonna see after the next weekend. But
listen, them Chicago weekend dates.
It's okay.
Anyway.
So we are so excited today because I feel like this is a little twofold, right?
Okay.
So we have a friend of the show today.
Who just happens to be really good with money.
Who happens to be really good with money. And you know, I can't really I can't do a fraction, no type of calculation.
What does a fraction have to do with money?
I have math anxiety, right? So when I start to see numbers, I automatically, I'm like, oh Lord, no, let me just count my money.
I don't know what's going on.
Direct deposit, I don't know.
Somebody help.
Yeah, help it please. But you know how much I love money though.
Right.
I'm
You just like to spend it. You don't want to.
I don't know that she likes to spend it.
I don't like to spend it. Yeah, I
just Goldstein. Tiara Goldstein.
Tiara Goldstein.
That's true.
At the same time.
That's true.
Because I'm still good with money.
She just want to look at the account and it says a number.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm obsessed with that. I will eat beans for a week straight if it goes below.
If it goes below a certain threshold.
It's giving tuna fish out the can. I'll be like, oh my God, I can't go anywhere.
And she's still going somewhere.
And I'm still going somewhere.
Yeah.
Facts.
Charge it to the game.
Yep.
Still going. But anyhow, I feel like we've talked about this a lot. We really wanted to have a financial literacy conversation that's digestible and informational for everybody. So without further ado.
Hey y'all. What's going on?
What's up, Earl?
What up?
What's up? Can we do the TTDD thing one more time?
You want to say it? Okay.
Go ahead, y'all go first.
I'm TT.
I'm Gigi.
And I'm Dee.
I'm EE. I told you that joke earlier. I was like, I'm gonna throw that in there.
You wanted to interject.
You wanted to do that?
Because it's not many syllables. Is it syllables? No, letters that could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's really not. No. And then ours just happened to work.
I got one opportunity. I was like, I'm gonna get this off.
Yeah.
I love it.
Get your shit off.
Yeah.
You're a cast member.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Thank you so much for coming on.
So make us rich, my nigga.
Get
us to the money. Get right to it.
You trying to sit on the couch,
right?
And get us some money.
Get us to the money. No, but I did want to start off. So, like you said, you're a friend of the show.
Yeah.
And you obviously have a financial background. But we do want to start off. We've been talking a lot about how everybody is so unbelievably tired. T.I. read.
Exhausted.
It's giving T.I.R. It's an acronym
right.
that everybody is so unbelievably tired and over it. And like I said, we've just done so many episodes about this recently. I feel like
we're Young Thug's daughter.
I'm motherfucking tired.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And I always be like, I'm tired, boss. The end of that Drake song. I'm tired, boss. that is me. And so you recently took a sabbatical.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. So
and somehow
incredible.
I'm still tired.
And
that's probably because I was out with y'all last night. So.
Yeah, right.
That's real.
That's
so
a good tired.
For people who don't know, what is a sabbatical?
So, I mean, to me, when I never heard it because my white coworker did it first, and I was like, oh, I thought teachers did that, but I guess they do it in normal business setting too. But so basically, I asked my job. We can get into the specifics, but I asked my job for some time off to go figure out, how to be a better version of me kind of thing. And they said, you know, how about take 3-6 months off, like where you still are an employee, but at the end of that time, you're not getting paid, but you get benefits.
I was about to ask you, do
That
you
was
still
the
get your
biggest thing,
benefits?
right? Yeah, that was the biggest thing. But you get benefits, and then you have the option to either come back or they'll help you leave, like positively.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
It threw me for a loop. I didn't know that existed.
At all.
I've heard of it before in corporate America, but I've never actually knew someone who did it.
Yeah.
Like I've heard of people doing it, but it was like, I don't know what it entails. I don't know how you hook that up.
Yeah.
Because to me, it seems like you go to your boss, your manager, whatever, and you say you want to do this. It's almost like, you want to do what?
Right.
Right.
You want to take 6 months off right now?
Exactly.
Right. Nigga, we got 6 projects coming up.
Right now?
That's fact.
And I've only heard of it like I've obviously heard of people taking sabbaticals, but from like my setting, I've only like seen people go on like FMLA, like pay or disability.
And what's FMLA?
It's like where you injure yourself or you're injured, you get injured some kind of way and you are incapable of working.
Got it,
but
okay.
Or
but they
even
still have
for
to pay
another
you.
family member too.
Or
right?
if
Right.
a family member it becomes
Like-
ill. So like if
Right.
a parent has cancer or something like that, you can take time off.
Got it. Okay.
So
I think it's like
you
family
only get
medical leave or something. Is what it
yeah,
is.
and you
is that Affleck?
keep going, G. What you saying?
I just wrote that little duck. I used to always be like, well, what the hell is this covering me for?
I don't know that it's Aflac,
Okay.
but you don't get your full salary
Yeah.
during that time. You get only a percentage, and then disability is when you are off, like, but the government pays you, so you are you already like pay into that. Those benefits.
Got it.
But I've never heard of like anybody, especially I guess in the more creative space, taking like a sabbatical.
Right. I mean, even to me, it was trippy to think of it because in finance and specifically consulting, it's like investment banking adjacent or Wall Street those type of jobs. All they do is grind you to death.
Right.
So people just leave normally to go take another job that's easier. But I asked them, I was like, I've been like doing well for y'all for like 4.5 years. I'm like, I just see my productivity going down. Because I had like family stuff going on, like everybody was healthy, but like just stuff I need to pay attention to with my nephew and stuff like that. So I was like, yo, something's got to give, like, and I don't want to not keep performing for y'all and lose my reputation, and then we leave on bad terms. So then it was like, oh yeah, no, for sure, we'll support you in whatever you want to do. Like, and I was like,
that's even a big step to even admit to yourself that you need to take a moment.
Yeah.
And that's so encouraging too, because I'm sure that took a lot to have that conversation.
Oh, facts. I mean, my girl would tell you, period. Like Bree would tell you, she was just like, you're just not yourself. There was like moments where I was like, I try to stay positive, but I was like getting my ass kicked. And I was like, what is going on? Like,
wow.
So then I was like, yo, something's got to give. And we just started talking to her. Luckily, my coworker had done it a year before. So I hit him. I was like, how'd you do this? Because I don't even know what this entails.
Like, how do I start?
How do you start?
Like,
And then him being a consultant in finance, he was like, first of all, it's like numbers game, right? Like, do you have money to take this leave first?
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's my next question.
Right, you save. But then
Was
next is
getting there.
like, yeah, but after you leave the money conversation out of it, you just go, well, what is it that you want to do in that time frame kind of thing? Like, do you want to be just rest, or do you want to be productive creatively, or stay with your families? So figure out that part. And then I started asking close friends, my brothers, right, my sisters, asking them what they think. So yeah, it was like a month worth of like soul searching, but also asking your people who know you best to say,
Right.
does this sound right for me?
Right.
I can't imagine. It's like I think we all have worked since we were 16.
Same.
No break.
No break.
And to have just that time, like, I probably would
Literally
still
20
be tired
years.
too. Yeah, 20 years of working.
Right.
And like to have that time to, like you said, get to that point and you're like, yeah, this ain't it. Like, and it affects everything and how you move and everything. So I love that.
Your
I just give it a
outlook, your
break.
positivity,
Yeah.
all everything. Yeah.
See, that's why you gotta have some white friends.
Yeah.
Because then they'll give you a little bit of game.
Okay.
You know what
Exposure.
I mean?
To
Yeah.
see how they finessing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because they taking it. I've never heard of it, like never.
Yeah.
And I know somebody that kind of did it, but it was for like medical reasons. And it was like a huge thing. So
Right.
it's
Right.
just
Did your coworker come back?
He tried to come back part time, and he was like, all right, I'll do half, just because he got nervous about cash and benefits and stuff. And I was telling him he would have to go seemed interesting enough. A podcast and like YouTube video reviews on like the movie and sci-fi space, which is awesome. But I was telling him, I called him, I was like, yo, don't come back. Like you're getting traction. Like you should do that fully.
Wow.
But he was getting nervous, came back. They said part-time. He started working 60-hour weeks. He was like, this is not what y'all said.
That's
to me.
not
He
part-time.
Wow.
He truly just
That's
then
more
said,
than full.
Just quit.
Wow.
He was like, I'm done. I'm good.
They said part-time and then gave him 60 hours.
60
A
hours.
week?
A week.
Yeah.
That's more. That's like what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, was that like, or was that your normal work
That's
schedule?
Very normal, yeah.
Wow.
Consulting again is client services, so
Okay.
that's why they give you an extra cell phone, like, 'cause you're always on call, right? Like whenever the client needs you, got to be moving.
Yeah.
And I think I was telling TT, I was like, the reason companies bring us in is to solve their problems, and their problems don't sleep, so you don't.
Yeah.
So that's the norm. But what he came back for was a half-time, part-time joint. And didn't work out, so he left.
Wow.
Is he doing well?
He is.
I was about to ask that. I'm invested in his
Yeah.
story.
so I started 4 weeks ago. My first meeting, right? My first meeting that I had that Monday that I started of being free was with him to understand what did he do in a year to stay productive, and because we need some type of like we're addicted to productivity because we like the getting shit done, right?
Yeah,
we're
in this capitalist world, so we're wired already.
Wired like that to get stuff done. So I was asking him. But then we met, had like 2 beers at like 12 o'clock while all the Wall Street guys were just like in suits, and we're just like relaxed. It's funny. Our waiter who turns out to be a comedian, he was like, we was there for 2.5 hours, and he brought the check, and he's like, yo, I'm not trying to rush y'all, but like these suits normally be out within 45 minutes. Like, are y'all trying to stay or y'all trying to go? I was like, we really don't got nowhere to be, bro.
Like,
we have nowhere to be right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
That's
he is
so
very
freeing.
well. We had a long conversation. He's super happy and elated. So I was like, shit, if he's doing that, why
That's
not
dope.
double tap in too?
But you also are alluding to the fact that you still have a life in the sense of like going out, having drinks, having dinner. How? You off for 6 months.
I mean,
how are you able to save enough to be able to still have a normal life in that sense of like being able to afford these things?
Yeah. Uber is expensive, and inflation on everything is high. So
the COVID tax.
And I don't mean to be.
So the girls are. We're trying to get it. We're trying to understand.
Yeah. No. I mean, again, I think y'all the same way as me. Y'all like the same way we were raised, right? You like to pre-plan for stuff, right?
Yeah.
And y'all grinded to do what? To have savings in the bank, to live comfortably, to make sure that if your mom needs something or your kid needs something, you can handle it.
Right.
Yeah.
So luckily, I don't have no kid. I'm not married. I don't have a house. So all the normal stuff I did, in terms of saving, is what everyone else did. But recently, thanks to like, I'm just gonna throw it out there now, cryptocurrency. I've been really into that for the past year and a half.
And what is cryptocurrency?
Oh, we about to go down this wormhole.
Go down.
We about to go to.
Learn the
I feel like
girls.
Neo or some shit. I'm about to take a blue pill. And it's
just
like
see
the
numbers.
green lights behind me.
Y'all want to
let
take a drink
me
of
get my
this?
act
Y'all want to
together.
sip first? Y'all want to sip first?
Before we go, we talk.
Right.
So now we just about to go down to cryptocurrency.
I mean, I want to answer your question, but it's because I was prepared.
Got it.
One, it was being prepared just with like normal savings, but then also, when they say preparation meets the opportunity, the opportunity was a friend of mine, again, a white friend, shot me a text, and I started paying attention. I was like, let me pay attention here. And the reason, actually, let me take a step back. The reason I paid attention, because I didn't pay attention to the last time it was hot, which was in 2017. And I told myself then, because I'm seeing my boy like coming out big, and I'm like, and he was right next to me. I never knew. And I was like, yo, I would never not pay attention again.
Got it.
That was what like drove it. I missed out in 2017.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, let me pay attention this time.
Go.
Well, let me take a little sip of my drink.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
giving
Talking
notes.
about cryptocurrency.
Right.
Yeah, because I was at
Spooky
a
season.
Spooky season. So
Spooky
every time
season.
we say spooky season, you have to
take a sip.
Oh, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
We're hazing you.
Right. It's I'm not gonna say it because we don't have that much because we're gonna
That's true.
run out.
That's very true.
No, I was at a baby shower. I'm sorry. Yes, I was at a baby shower a year ago, and someone was there, and not really like he doesn't know that much about the space basically, but he was telling us like an idiot I wasn't really paying that much attention, and one of the other girls at the baby shower was. So fast forward to the first birthday, and she's like, yeah, I made $40,000.
Straight like that.
Wow.
in a year. And I was like, I'm sorry, come again. And the same baby shower, like her boyfriend was like, we had the same financial advisor. And then I think in the pandemic, he was like, you know what, I could probably do this. Bought a whole house, like a bunch of shit that I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I not paying attention to this?
Wow.
That's real.
So yeah, where do we start? Because it does seem so daunting.
Start?
It's like a black hole, and I know it's so much information.
But before we get too deep into like the money aspect of it, first of all, I want to say I'm not a financial advisor. You know the
Here's his disclaimer.
Right,
this is not financial advice.
Right.
Let's just
Don't
run
be
that
in
at the
my
bottom.
Instagram DMs talking about I listen to you. Woo, woo,
Yeah, Erm told me, don't come knocking my door.
There's
Erm
no
ain't say
liability
shit.
if you lose money.
Yeah, but
Right.
the disclaimer too before that too is just it's super volatile, and as with anything you do, I always say do your own research, do your own due diligence. It's your bread, right? Like you wouldn't spend your bread like foolishly anywhere. Why would you do that with investments? So first off, but like people are like making crazy bank off of this stuff. We can get into like y'all gotta guide me. I get into the details. So
That's
what y'all want to talk about?
What is crypto? I guess maybe we'll start there.
So cryptocurrency is a digital version of currency the way you know it right now. So the dollars, the $10 in my pocket right now, but it's just a digitized version.
This is no physical form of the money.
Exactly. So what is currency? I mean, currency, if you think about it, it only has value because we give it value, right?
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, like we say this piece of paper, it's basically like almost like a IOU kind of thing. Or this is worth something to pay for something, and it's going to translate for some type of another. Like you could trade it for this bottle of elderflower we're drinking here, right? So cryptocurrency is just a digital version of everyone came together and said this is worth something, right? But I want to take a step back. Cryptocurrency, the key to cryptocurrency is blockchain. We should start there. I'm not gonna get too deep, but
Because I already was like,
right.
I'm overwhelmed. It's one word.
So
He's only used 2 words so far.
He's only used
So
Blockchain.
digital money, that's all it is, cryptocurrency.
Okay.
But before we get there, the brilliance of cryptocurrency is the concept of blockchain.
Okay.
So a blockchain is just I'm gonna use these 3 words, I think. Distributed public ledger, right?
I was just about to ask, is that a ledger?
It's a ledger. There you go. You got some crypto, don't you?
A
Break
little bit,
down
but
the
I
ledger.
can't say that I understand it to the level of which you understand
She out here
it.
getting money now.
Yeah, how'd you even know?
I was about to say,
No.
When I think of ledgers, I think
I'm
of
about to hurt
like
her because
accounting.
I'm like, you know what a ledger is? Like,
yeah.
you
But
holding up, sis.
it's a ledger. So think of it this way: anything that we do, think about Google, Apple, I don't know, Android, whatever, everything, Yahoo.com, everything. It's basically somebody's recording some type of data of what we're doing.
Okay.
Right? So in this case, but in that case, one person owns it, a Google or an Apple, like it's centralized.
Yeah.
But this is a decentralized public ledger. And so anything that we transact, when I say transact, anything that you do, whether you bought something or you got a deed to a house or literally you texted someone, any type of data, we all share this public ledger that writes down whatever we're transacting.
So I can see what you're buying, and you can see what I'm buying.
Yeah, the reason behind that, why that's a thing, there's security levels on
Right.
top of it, but ideally the reason by that is just now it just takes that central entity away, that the person that controls everything. Now,
So if you think about the dollar bill, like the Federal Reserve,
Right.
it removes that.
it removes that, and it's
Where it's
built
more
into
like
the-
public
Exactly, it's built into the
consumption.
code, the protocol.
Okay.
That might not be mind blowing when you think about it, but if you actually think about it, it's super. Yeah,
There's no control.
takes away like the centralized point. Now we can, and it's verified once it's on there. Like it's a true thing. This happened. Like TT sent money to DD. That happened on there. No one can tell you otherwise, right? So
It's
now,
like how you see on Venmo.
exactly. But like there's still a security level because then there's
Right.
still money involved.
Right.
But that was the key. It just removed that centralized entity, and now it's written into this code. So now they flipped that to be a currency because they said, okay, let's take this brilliant technology and apply it to currency. How would we do that? They said, let's create Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto. This person's, we don't know if it's a he or she. They dropped this.
No one knows who this person
No
is.
one knows what it is.
Oh wow.
They don't know.
They intentionally hide their identity, right?
Yeah.
Is he or she still alive?
No one knows. They just dropped this into the public, I don't know, the interwebs. And they were like, wait, this is kind of like brilliant, whoever created this. So with Bitcoin, they created a protocol. A protocol means just a code or a network, where they made 21 million units of this coin or this currency. And you can spend like 1/1000th of it because 21 million is limited for billions of people. So you have to break it down. But they created this currency, and they, mind you, they left. But now we have a limited amount. And what's the biggest thing that we're dealing with now? Inflation is massive, right? We're printing out $1,200 stimulus checks. It's great to get a stimmy, but it's devaluing the value of your $10 in your pocket.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's
That
putting
was
more
more.
money into the
Exactly.
economy.
So I wanted to like separate the cryptocurrency from the blockchain. Blockchain was
So
the
I'm sorry.
brilliance.
Can I go back for a second?
Yeah.
21 million.
Yeah.
So there's only 21 million Bitcoin existing today.
Period. So everything that we're buying when we're buying Bitcoin, you're buying fractions and you're selling it of that 21. So it's a limited supply.
Right.
So now there won't be any inflation, right?
Because it appreciates, I guess, because of the fact that it's limited.
And now there's more demand.
It's demand.
So, but there's different kinds of cryptocurrency. Like, so Bitcoin is one specific type of crypto, but now you have like others that are popping out, like Dodge, for example.
Exactly.
So, how do they have?
That shit went down after whatchamacallit
It did,
went on SNL.
Elon Musk.
Yes.
So is it this? Is that a
side-eyed him.
derivative of Bitcoin,
So
or
they-
is it its own thing? And how are they? I guess I'll let you answer that first.
Right. So I'm glad you called that out. Because Bitcoin is, the way I explain Bitcoin, think of it as gold. Literally digital version of gold, right? You think about gold is a limited supply of it, right? In the
Right.
world, under the ground somewhere, right? Everybody in the world wants it. But like technically, gold don't really do shit besides it being shiny, right? Like
Yeah.
it was just the first thing in the world that everybody in the world agreed on. We all want this.
This is
so that it
value.
has value.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin, all it is just digital version of gold. That's the best way to think of it. It's a store of value. When I say a store of value, if you want to protect your cash, you go buy gold bar, right? If you can, because you know gold's going to be gold tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with
Right.
inflation, your money's going up and down, right?
Right.
So think of Bitcoin like that. There are a bunch of other cryptocurrencies, but some of the other currencies have utility. When we say utility, you can do something with it, but you can't really do anything with gold with software, but you can actually utilize this network to do payment transactions or NFTs, right? You guys have probably been hearing that. That's the biggest thing, that's the biggest bubble going on right now. But on those networks, you can build something on this network to say, specifically for NFTs, let's say you bought a Basquiat, right? All it is just saying this is a tag or an asset or a digital deed saying this is a real Basquiat behind me kind of thing. So you actually you can do things with it versus the digital gold we were talking about with Bitcoin. I'll pause there because I want to make sure if
It's processing.
You
It's processing.
know?
Yeah,
But
it's settling.
yeah.
It's processing. Okay.
G looks a bit perplexed.
Because so you said so Dodge and the other
I didn't say
cryptocurrencies,
Dodge.
No, I
not
saw
Dodge.
that.
I
the
chose
other one.
Dodge.
Okay.
Let's
You
be
said NFT.
I said there are other networks that have utilities like Ethereum, Solana, Cardano.
Ethereum, that was the one. Yep, all
Okay.
these names. These
They're
names
popping
that
up,
is
right?
not-
You see them on your
Yeah, I have them
Coinbase.
in my notes. I never did anything with them. Yeah, and I
But with
did
those networks, you can
Coinbase.
actually do things with them, like
Okay.
transact, like send money, or I'm just using that as an example. Or
Okay.
there's always there's limitless uses of it, but Bitcoin does nothing. It's like you really can't transact on it because it's so slow. It's the OG, and because of that, they made the brilliant blockchain concept, but they didn't make it. It's like when your Nokia phone, the brick phone, or the old phones.
Right.
It was like a clunky phone, but it was brilliant for its time. Now look what we can do with our phones. Now. So it's
Got
the
it.
first
Okay,
gen
it's the other
kinda
one.
thing.
Okay.
Right.
It's the
Okay.
first gen.
Okay.
Where there are now others where you can actually do more using that same technology.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the utility angle might be a good place to go because I don't know about y'all. I think when we all invest, if we were to invest, what would you invest in? You invest in things you use every day.
Yeah.
Right. I think Warren Buffett said that it's like invest in the things that you do daily or use daily because shit, that means it's gonna make money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, in that same regard,
You'd hope.
You'd hope, right? In that same regard, I like investing in things that have a utility to humanity. To me, digital gold, that's great, shiny, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not doing anything for humanity. So when we start looking at what should I invest in, I'm just a simple man. I'm not super, super smart. Like I just don't get the tech aspect of it. I know enough to be dangerous. But I just think what will be useful to humanity, and I'll start investing in that. So we can get into more topics of the investing world, but I wanted to pause there and make sure the folks know whenever you invest, if you don't have any background in it, invest in what you're going to use or what has a use to humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we move, I guess, on into investing, in your opinion, this is your opinion, disclaimer rolling at the bottom of the video here that you are not a financial guru, but this is more so your opinion.
Can we get the little red ball? You know?
Every word I say is just like just jumping over the words.
Yeah.
When we think of cryptocurrency, so I don't have crypto. And for me, crypto is just like, what the hell, like mind blown kind of thing. Like, I think I'll just stick to my stocks and bonds. But it is the future. It's like the way that we are moving. And so you have crypto, obviously. Yep. What are some of your favorite cryptocurrencies currently?
Oh, you got
outside
me started.
Of Bitcoin.
You got me started. I am like 1,000% like a Cardano maximalist. Cardano is my number one holding by far, like 85%.
And what is Cardano and why?
So you remember I said this Bitcoin, right? The OG, created that brilliant blockchain technology that
and left,
right? And then everybody said, all right, mind you, this is all open source, meaning it's published to the world.
Yeah.
So then they were like, oh,
this is like the Razor phone.
Exactly. So the OG joint.
This is the next iteration. Right. Yeah.
So the
so
second
is Cardano
generation,
the Apple, the iPhone? All right.
Listen,
in Ern's opinion.
In my opinion, right? In my opinion. But the next generation was Ethereum. I think that was the one you said. You know, Ethereum was one, the next protocol where it said, all right, let's take this brilliant code, but actually do stuff with it and not just be digital gold. So they built, you know, marketplaces on top of it. Or they built, think of it like Bitcoin created the internet. And then Ethereum said, okay, let's take this internet and put websites on it. And when I say website, it's things that we can do stuff with it. eBay.com, Yahoo.com to send email. So let's start building things on top of this network. But there was second generation. So they're still OG, right? And they blew up. Ethereum's just the shit too. It's the number 2 in terms of like market cap. So then the Cardano folks said, hey, they did it. Like what they did was amazing. But they didn't think about scale. Like billions of people can't use it because it's so, the transaction per second is so slow. It's it's an older model, like car kind of thing, if you want to think of it that way. But what Cardano said is, let's start building for the future now, right? So with Cardano, people say it's an Ethereum killer. People say it's going to be like the Ethereum replacement. I just think it's just so much. It's so early. They're both going to coexist. Like, it's not like Apple just took out the Android. No, we all got people. We green techs, right?
Yeah.
And we don't like them. But we still all coexist.
Still there.
Right?
Still there.
Yeah.
So in that regard, they could all coexist. But
I don't know why, though, but they still there.
Yeah.
I mean, they can even join us on FaceTimes now, too, so.
That's true.
Did anybody actually go to do that, though? Everybody been saying
yet
that.
to
I'm
do
not
that.
doing that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I know
Just
like
get an
2
iPhone.
people with Android, so.
So all I had to say, I'm not mixing my Cardano with my Ethereum. It's just like, it's not happening.
You're not doing it.
But in this case, though, it's your money. The way I invest, right? It's your money. I'm like, I don't have a dog in the fight. It's whoever's going to make me money. And if both Apple and Android going to pay me money, I'm going to invest in both of them.
That's true.
Got it.
So Ethereum, Cardano, anything that has a utility. So to me, a Polkadot is very similar to Ethereum. Their names get kind of weird, as you can see.
Okay, I haven't heard that one before.
Polkadot is another one. Solana, I don't know if you ever heard of that.
No.
Like scissor?
Let me find out our sis out here.
Right. She got a currency.
Right.
Okay, I hear that.
But those are some of my favorites that I like using. There's other trippy, cool coins too, but I really don't want to get into. But I don't know. There's something called Metaverse. Y'all remember The Sims?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember like World of Warcraft? And what's the joint the kids play with the dances? You know they building shit. You know they be doing
Fortnite?
Fortnite.
Oh.
You know where you build a world.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't
Right.
even know
Animal
what
Crossing?
happens on Fortnite. I don't even heard of it.
You'll be seeing these TikTok dances, the kids doing all the Fortnite dances and
No.
shit. No. Well, yeah,
That's a world
I
in
thought
itself.
Fortnite was like a like fighting game.
You can.
You can, but they build just like
Yeah.
you build this world.
Oh.
So
Yeah, so
And you play.
Wow.
We could
I'm
all
so
play
far
at the
from the
same
gaming
time, but
community.
not even be in the same room.
have you played?
Oh.
Yeah, one of my friends is a gamer, and I've like watched him play.
I've never played.
It's
That.
like a one-player
my
game.
nephew-
It's not.
yeah.
We
My
can't
nephew
both
plays.
hook up a controller and play.
But The Sims is a good one because I think we all
A good
on the
example.
older
Yeah,
end, right?
yeah.
So we remember The Sims. You just go live this life, right?
Yeah.
They're building crypto metaverses where you can buy, like, literally go into a fake casino, but like a digital casino, spend real money at
And
this,
make real money?
and
What the
like
fuck?
you get cashed out in crypto, but crypto's worth whatever it's worth whenever you
At that moment.
USD, right? So
Wow.
you can go into these places. You can walk in, literally buy a house. Like there's real estate in Manhattan, like Manhattan real estate lives on the metaverse, similar to an NFT, right?
What?
The Basquiat.
and you can buy
Right.
and you can buy things.
I'm looking at Bree.
But I thought-
This is real.
I thought with the NFTs, it was just only the digital version of that, not the actual physical copy.
But with NFTs, they also think about. Have y'all heard of NBA Top Shots? Like, so the NBA was killing it with this. So what they did was they started doing NFTs for NBAs. So you can go onto this NBA Top Shots website and buy a moment in time of the NBA. So like a very famous one would be like
Michael Jordan and
Michael Jordan in the last shot,
Uh-huh.
or now that it's like newer age, it'll be more LeBron's
Right.
crazy dunk over so and so, right? You can own and buy that almost like trading cards back in the day, like a King Griffey Jr.
So
like,
if ESPN
rookie card.
decided to use that, they would have to pay.
they
you?
would have to pay you.
right? Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because
So
it's
it-
like
okay.
a licensing of
It-
this specific moment.
In this
and-
instance, the NBA kept the licensing. They don't have to pay. They have to pay the NBA, but you don't get paid. But you own this. Again, think of it like a rookie
Fraction
card
of a
moment.
moment.
Right?
Like if the rookie car almost was like 3D and you could move it, you would see the dunk happen.
Exactly. So they did the digital version of these dunks and NFT.
Well, what's
these
the
out.
point if I don't get the
Yeah, if you don't-
licensing money?
yeah, if you don't.
But
get
like,
any
remember
money.
trading card? What's the point of trading cards? Someone in the other side of the world wants that trading card because they love the NBA that much. Bro, if they're giving you 80 grand for this NFT,
I hear you.
You'd be like, I'll be with it.
But it's digital, so you can also see it on YouTube if you wanted to do that.
Agreed, but you own the thing that says this is the official one, though. Who is
So,
owned by the NBA?
Who would know that I own that?
There's marketplaces for this. You come just like there's an eBay to sell.
Got it. You got to be a very active member
Exactly.
of
Yeah, that
NBA.
was a little confusing to me.
Yeah, but you.
I'm like,
But I
who-
get
what-
it. Because you could almost do it in terms of like artists and performances too, if you think of it in that way.
I think of it of like the way deeds to a house works. You own this piece of paper that legitimizes that. Legitimizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a word.
Legitimizes that you own this
the
crib,
house.
right?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So
That makes it a little.
But your
okay.
house is you can sell your house and get money. So you can sell that NFT then. So if someone who really really wants it and they know that you own that moment in the marketplace,
right.
you can. That is where the value, I guess, can come.
The value comes from someone else wanting it.
Right.
But so only one person can own it, not multiple people for this specific.
Ideally, yes, but
Okay.
they released like 10 versions or 10 issuances of the same dunk and then sold that. Just again,
Got
remember
it,
thinking
like
like
trading
trading
cards,
cards, right?
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so it's just yours.
So if you
Yeah.
really want my trading card, you gotta give me $10 or whatever,
Or
But that's-
$10,000.
or $10,000,
Yeah.
and that's an exchange between you and I.
Exactly.
But,
And what's
okay.
it called again? NBA
Top shots.
Top Shots.
And
Okay.
now all the
Okay.
other leagues is trying to get into it, but NBA got there first, and they partnered with a crypto company to build this out.
Got
It
it.
Got
took
it.
off.
What
Got it.
company? You know?
You got me on the spot now.
I mean,
No,
but
it's
it
all good.
sounds
I was
like they
just curious.
basically were the ones who strategically created the thing for the NBA.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it doesn't
cool.
sound like the NBA came up with this.
Yeah. When I get lost, I always try to like relate it to something I understand, like the deed to the house thing. Think of
Yeah.
NFTs
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
This is an asset ownership tag.
Yeah.
It said this is the one of one.
Wow.
Well, we need to pause here because we got to pay some bills. Speaking of some money.
Speaking of money.
Okay, because, woo, I need some more dollars to put into this cryptocurrency. We be back, y'all.
Okay. So let's get back to how do we make this money, essentially. So where are you, like, where would one go with research, obviously? Where would one go to, is purchase the correct word?
Yeah, buy, purchase is fine.
Okay. So is it like
Cop up,
Coinbase,
whatever you wanna use.
Cop, whatever it is, where would one go to like find this?
So there's these markets or online markets called exchanges or whatever word you want to use. They're called centralized exchanges, but to me, I think about it like you're logging onto Amazon.com or eBay. There are places where people are selling the cryptocurrency that they own. So for example, the most common one in the US is Coinbase. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Coinbase.com or Coinbase. Coinbase just went public back in March or April. But it's basically where, you know, I own some Bitcoin, right? And I say, I want to sell it. So I say, I'm going to sell it at the whatever it's going for. You on this other side of the world can log on to Coinbase, make an account, and buy that one. You wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm grabbing earns, but you would just put an order in somewhere in the world saying somebody's selling. And everything we do, right?
Open up a Coinbase right now.
So you can just go into Coin. You got Coinbase app?
I do.
So you're already a step ahead.
Didn't even realize
Step
it
ahead
until
of the
this
girls.
birthday party.
You
and she told me
you
she
have a
made
lot of
$40,000.
information. Who were you talking to? Just around?
Yeah,
She
just
can't name
around.
names. She already threw $1 amount. Remember?
Yeah,
You trying to get
I
it
was
set up.
like,
Right. You trying to
Yeah,
get
because
a
it says, I was like,
Right.
no. Yeah, because right now it's saying that the Bitcoin price is 55,000 and then it says this year is 43,000. What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know about
And there's
this,
like
this year.
BTC, BCH. The Ethereum.
Ethereum is
Okay.
on there.
Ethereum. And then Bitcoin. And then what is this other? Oh, those are both the Bitcoin prices. Oh, and then
Right.
it's all Ethereum. And then
So it's just a
Litecoin,
marketplace.
Litecoin.
Yeah, just
Okay.
like think of it at eBay, like someone's selling whatever they own. In this instance, it's currency, right? And just like if you think about it too, when you go to Europe, what are you doing? You're not gonna go spend USD there. You're gonna go to the bank or go to the airport.
exchange in
their
their currency.
Yeah.
Literally, that
Right.
window is just on a website now. And that same concept, someone's trying to trade USD for Bitcoin or Bitcoin for Ethereum, whatever. But there's always a marketplace for something.
Right.
I
And
think
then also the idea too is with trading, sometimes you're trading so that you get more value for, I guess, whatever you're trading for.
ideally, yeah.
Ideally.
Ideally. Same with y'all got Robinhood too. Well, hopefully
No, but
Right.
something like
I'm getting rid of it now. I did not know.
I
Yeah, there
still
was
have
some-
it,
Let me see
but that's
my
just because
Robinhood.
I didn't
Let
get
me
rid
check
of it.
I have
Yeah.
Stash. I think Stash does
Stash, yeah.
because crypto.
E-Trade, Charles
Yeah.
Schwab. But all it is just you're logging in and it's like you want to buy Apple stock. Apple's not printing out more and more stock. You're buying somebody else who wants to let go of their Apple stock.
Yeah.
Same instance, same concept. So Coinbase.com is one. That's probably the most popular one. And I would say the most user-friendly to us who are not the super geeky, nerdy,
Right.
like in the weeds kind of thing. There's other places you can get them, but that's the easiest one. It's like, it looks like the user interface is so simple.
Yeah, I just downloaded and looked at it and I was like, oh, this is pretty easy. It kind of looks
So
like
kind of
Cash
like
App.
walk us through, like, again, the red dot. You are not a financial advisor, but like, so you open up Coinbase, and then what are you doing?
So first you need to verify that, you know, where you live, everything, because just like any other account opening, right?
Yeah.
And then you link it to your Bank of America, your Wells Fargo, safe, right? It's all approved, government regulated in terms of like protecting you, that part. But then just similar way you would do PayPal, you would say, I'm going to move $1,000 from my bank account to PayPal to go pay whatever vendor or my friend, whatever, in that same instance. So you would fund it. And then you decide which asset do you want to buy. When I say which asset, which coin you want to buy, right? In terms of, like, I guess, in terms of what to buy and how to buy, like, I think it's simple enough that how to buy. In terms of what to buy, I actually take a step back. Before you start investing, always invest. I said what you can lose in anything, whether it's stocks, bonds, crib. Like you're not putting money.
You got
into
$1,000 to throw away, and you're not gonna cry about it. Then that's safe.
Of course, we don't want it to go away, but my life will not change if I drop this 500,000, whatever your number is. Because people always ask me that. I'm like, how much?
That's real advice, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you got going on in your
like, don't throw your whole savings into buying this.
You got a baby coming, and you want to put $10,000 down, hoping you gonna make that 100,000. Might not be smart.
Yeah. I mean, you might. It depends on, you know.
Might, but you know, but if you need that $10,000,
try about an AMC stock real quick, you know.
No.
But like, so before you always put in what you can afford to lose, and But ideally, none of us wants to lose. We want to make some money.
We want to make money. That's the
so
part
once you found that number, you go pick out, to me. First of all, one more step back. When I invest long term. Long term meaning, if I'm throwing in $1,000, which I won't miss, I'm throwing it in because I want to leave it there for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and make something of it.
Right.
If you try and do this day trading,
that's
key. Like,
okay.
I don't know.
I don't want to. That was my question. Like, is it like a daily thing that you have to pay attention to?
I'd rather not.
I really
I'd rather not.
No. Like, to me, I got shit to do. I don't got time to be researching all the daily moves of hourly. No, I'm investing so I can leave it in there and trust and believe that this is going to be good, right?
Yeah.
So with that, so when you're investing, the way I think of investing in crypto, if you're holding long term, you are golden. And when I say long term, to me, it's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Because what we just said is it's super early right now. And imagine it's super early right now. I think something like 1% of the world is involved in crypto. 1%.
Really?
Yeah, and Bitcoin's at 55,000. What's going to happen when 5% of the world is involved? The demand for it's going to go shoot that.
Right, because we're talking about 21 million.
21 million. Man, taking notes over here.
I am.
Yeah, but like, so if you're holding long term, whatever you can buy in terms of the amount, whether you could do bi-weekly buys, you can set up like recurring buys with 1st and the 15th to buy $50. Or your bar tab for the weekend. You figure, I don't know, you go to the bar for one night, you can spend $100 either. I'd rather invest that.
Just drop that, walking out the door.
Every time you breathe.
Breathe.
They give it that way. I'm just like, yo, if I'm investing for a long time, I might as well just put some throwaway money in that I'm not even paying attention to.
Yeah.
And to me, if you're buying Bitcoin, if you're buying Ethereum, you're buying Cardano, they're the top 3 in terms of market.
Cap.
Okay.
If you're buying those,
I'm learning, y'all.
over the next 2, 3, 4 years.
Can't wait to get this damn
Learning.
Coinbase, child. As soon as I get home tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I got money to put in there just yet. I'm trying to move.
I feel you.
Yeah. Okay, so I cannot wait till we're like 3 years in a line.
Right, it'd be like showing each other the
look at my
Coinbase.
coins. Look, my coins and my Coinbase. Literally.
But I guess another question in terms of that, because now we're talking about sharing what we're making in regards to like creating a community. So do you have a community of people who tell you exactly like, oh, this is hot right now, like you should hop on this?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
That's a very good question. And I am, the reason I got pissed in 2017 is because my boy was stood next. I didn't get pissed because he's still my boy. And he didn't tell me, but whatever.
No, you got pissed.
A little bit. I was like, damn, dog, I was sitting right next to you this whole time.
Right,
You didn't tell me,
exactly.
bro, I'm out here killing it. You should pay attention.
Yeah.
Bree would tell you, Kiki would tell you, Eric the Squad. I was yelling at,
white?
huh?
Was he white?
I mean,
I mean,
bless his heart. But
he just was like in his own world.
right. I was like, damn, dog. But to me, once I found this news out, and I actually like really read, as you can see, like I really did my due diligence.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm
You can tell.
interested.
Yeah, you really have. Yeah.
But like, people, y'all don't got time for that. But y'all
Right.
might trust that Ern might have did his due diligence. He ain't gonna steer me wrong. And everything I'm telling you is, one, make sure don't put too much money. I'm selling the right way.
Yeah.
But at the very least, I'm telling y'all, yo,
Something.
I need
Come
y'all,
look
Pay
at
attention.
this.
I need y'all to pay attention. There's some shit going down here.
Yeah.
Bree, she's the Bree, my girlfriend. She's the
Shout out to Bree.
shout out Bree, Bree. Shout out to Brownies.
I'm looking at her right
Bree,
now.
Bree,
What's
right,
up, Bree?
She's super safe. She's more, conservative in how she moves her money. I'm a little more risky. But I was like, you got to invest. And she's like, yeah. I was like, babe, I need you to pay attention here. I need something from you. I can't make money and you just sitting next to me and not making money, just like my boy did.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, partners
Come on,
pushing
Nudge.
each other.
Bro.
Yes, I love that because
That's what's up.
sometimes you got to get out your own way. Sometimes,
Right.
yeah. 'Cause I'd be
Yeah.
like acting like I don't have no money. I really
Now,
act
Bree,
like,
you making money? Okay.
right. Exactly.
Thanks
You
now.
making money, right.
You put that money in
Nod
there
for
but
the people
Oh, you
nodding.
looking right now?
Cheese and nodded. So
Yeah.
Yeah. My roommate, same thing. I was like, he's super like, he's just hard headed sometimes, and just my younger brother almost. So I told him, I was like, I know you got 500, 800, give me something. I need you to put something in this,
Yeah.
even though you don't. I'll like just trust me.
yeah.
But like, I am very big into making sure that everyone around me knows about this. And if you don't choose to listen, that's fine.
Right.
Erm goes to sleep at night very well because I told you I didn't leave you out there.
Come
Yeah.
on.
And
Yeah.
Looking out for the people.
Yeah.
Right.
Doing it right, doing the work.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
When I say this shit was hard, because imagine having this conversation 30 times over with all your friends.
Yeah.
It was tough, but and I was nagging them, and they were annoyed by me. This nigga always talking about Cardano. Like every time I bring it up, so he always works Cardano. But the way I think, I'm like, yo, I don't care if you're annoyed by me, but when you make money, you're gonna be happy that I know
Right.
the fuck out
Yeah.
of you.
Right.
But it's not even just about making money. It's just getting ahead of that curve. What's
Yeah.
coming next?
Because even think about Black people. I feel like inherently
Yes.
are very cautious with our money, right? One, it's either we don't have a lot of it, so you don't have a lot. There's not a lot of disposable income to even start thinking about this type of stuff, And I feel like everyone just now recently is like paying attention to stocks and bonds, and like I'm in a WhatsApp that I have no idea what goes on in this app, but it's like trading and people buying this and that, and like and it goes off
Information.
every single solitary day. I don't even look at it, but at least I see it coming in. It's like 7 a.m. every single solitary morning, maybe like
Come on,
60
before the market
Black
open.
people in this chat. And it's just amazing to see like people sharing the information, because like I don't think our parents were doing that. They
Right.
didn't
Yeah.
they didn't have the knowledge
No.
to be able to be
Right.
like, like I said, you may not have even had the money to
Right.
be able to
Right.
have these conversations, and like,
Yeah.
because it's like I'm just trying to survive, like take care of my children, and our generation I feel like is so many like miles ahead of them. That's like, okay, let's pay attention to this. What
Right.
are we doing?
Yeah.
Like,
We have
how
the
am I gonna afford-
resources.
how am I going
Right.
to afford my expensive shopping habits? Like,
Yeah.
there's so
Right.
many things
Yeah.
that
Because
you
Black
have to
people
keep in
also
mind.
spend their money before they get it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's a big part of it too, where it's like, oh, I got this $2,000 coming in. Like, I already know I'm about to spend that shit on, not
Yeah.
cryptocurrency.
Because is it one paycheck or like two paychecks that like the average person is like?
I think it's one
paycheck away from like
Being homeless.
Being homeless.
Yeah.
Like, that's scary as
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, so you're not even thinking about that because you're thinking about the necessities of what you have to do. So I love the fact that you are like, if you can go out and have drinks, because every time we step outside, it's $100. It's
Yeah.
less than $100.
Well, they say $100. You walk outside, you breathe. It's $100.
It's $100.
It's
Yeah.
$100. Yeah.
Yeah. I just broke a 50 yesterday. That's gone.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone.
Why did I have $50? I don't know, but
Well,
it's gone.
I still carry cash. I'm like the
Yeah.
only person on earth.
yeah.
That,
I do
like,
because
I
of
hate
you.
cash.
Yeah, I carry cash. Living in Brooklyn, I feel like you need it. There's so many times where like $5 limit, and it's like I just want a pack of gum. Like I
It's
don't.
25 cents.
Yeah, I don't want to get a whole bunch of other shit for
Yeah.
one pack of gum.
Yeah.
I'm a cash person.
I want to comment on what you said, which is the conservative nature, right? I was talking to one of Bree's friends for a good 2 hours, and he was from. I was born in Ethiopia. My parents live in Ethiopia. They
Shout
retired
out
in
to Ethiopia.
Shout out to my Habeshas, right? And I grew up in Southwest Philly, so gutter the whole way, poor. Once we got cash, like once my parents saved, they saved because they were like something about to happen, like something dangerous about to happen.
Yeah.
And we inherit that like risk averse nature.
Yeah.
naturally.
Yes, absolutely.
Do. Yeah.
So we're like, nah, I got to keep stacking my savings. And that's great. Please, you should always have
Right.
savings.
But you're
Always.
thinking of it for emergency,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
for investing or like actually doing something for yourself. It's all about if something were to happen, I have this.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you should always have that.
Right.
But it's just sitting there collecting 0.02%.
Yeah, it's
Nothing.
It's nothing. It's
Nothing.
nothing.
not a value.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not doing
basically.
anything for you.
Yeah.
That's why you should have, you said stash, you should have a Robinhood, you should have an E-Trade. Buying something that while you're chilling, literally hanging out with your friends is making you money because that company is, That's Apple's producing out new phones. That's creating profits, creating
that we're using
earnings that you
stuff
get in
that we're
stock.
using every single solitary day. At
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, and their stock ain't doing the best though. You would think it'd be moving more than what it is, but it's not. But they did a stock split, so I think that's probably why.
But again, what's that statement you said is in the time frame of the past 1, 2, 3 months.
Like,
If we're talking
All
10
the
years,
all that
if we're
time.
talking like
Yeah.
a long time,
think about what the next 10, 20 months.
that's true.
In that same regard with crypto or anything that you invest in, it's about the long term investment.
Yeah.
The reason you buy, you said you want to buy a crib. Wait, right?
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
If you want to buy a crib,
Yeah.
it's to
Ooh,
live in
it's
it.
so now that is who I thought I was gonna buy one last year. I was like, not these Brooklyn housing prices. I thought wrong.
Come to Philly. Philly. Take
I
care of you.
actually am. Like I talked to my sister is buying properties in Philly. In Baltimore now she's moved to Philly. So
Baltimore and Philly is like twin cities. They
It's
have
lit-
so many
same city,
overlap.
same
I love,
city.
I love
Yep.
that connection that we got.
Yeah. So
Almost
that
sound the
is
same.
next. Yeah, because I can't afford to buy one to live in. So it's like, all right, well let's do
Investment.
these investment properties.
But yeah,
instead.
let's have our cash working for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we always have this like ominous thing that's gonna happen. Like we need it because something's gonna happen. And I need $30,000
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
day's time. Like if you need $30,000 or whatever, you in some shit. You want some tree trapping and you do nothing requires like that immediate. I need this.
That's
need
real.
this.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
It
No, but
is.
I do
It
need.
is.
I need it though.
I do think I need it.
Just
Yeah,
like, I
it's
love
very-
seeing it.
$30,000.
And even like you said, the way you think about it, because that was, I didn't unthink that way until my financial advisor was like, what are you doing all this for? And my answer was like, well, obviously like a nest egg and, I want to buy a home eventually. And then I was like, well, what if somebody dies in my family and we can't pay for the funeral? Like, and he was kind of like, okay, like that's where you went with it.
And that's your responsibility.
death
I went to death, because in my head, I'm
Right,
like,
you're trying to think of the worst case scenario.
Don't have health insurance. Like,
Right.
it's like I'm literally like, okay, well,
That's
I already
another
know how that
conversation.
goes. So if that's what it's going to be, like these are the things even that you have to think to plan for.
So my thing with that statement, my rebuttal is like, why can't you buy the Apple stock or buy this cryptocurrency or whatever? Hopefully something that appreciates. So let's just stay in traditional finance. Buy the Apple stock. Something does happen.
Sell it.
Sell it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And within 2-3 days, Robinhood, Charles Schwab is giving you money. Like,
Yeah.
something that can
And,
wait.
and more than likely, you'll have more money than what you put in.
Then
it.
what you
So that's what I've been
how
doing.
much.
So I use Stash almost as my
There's your
savings,
savings.
account.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
literally moved everything that was sitting in my TD Bank savings to Stash.
Because it's not making.
It wasn't making
Anyway, it
anything.
doesn't make
Now,
any
some of
money.
my investments didn't really make money now, but
Yeah.
it was all set by like Moderna was doing amazing. Glad I sold
so
it when
mad
I
didn't
did.
make that.
It was like, but that's a short stock in a way. Whereas like I
Yeah.
was watching that one
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But that's I don't believe in having savings just sit in a traditional bank because
Yeah.
it's
It's
making
not.
nothing.
It's not
make any
making
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "That's fine," because he's like, "I know you're obsessed with seeing numbers in the bank account,
Yeah.
but like you have to move."
Yeah, like
a
Moderna
lot of
doubled.
this.
Like my
Yeah,
money
yeah.
doubled, and I was like, "What the hell?
Yeah.
I should have put more in this shit."
Yeah,
So to comment, the traditional finance, when you said it doubled, that's like, bruh, 100% return. Like, I feel
100%
like
100% return.
Yeah.
Now it's like
crypto
What's crypto?
world
I was
is
like-
wild. And I'm make sure I say both sides to give all the facts. It's wild ups and it's wild downs.
Yeah.
But again, I said if you're investing for a 6-month window, right, short window, you're gonna be like, we can't time the up and that crash. I don't know when that's gonna happen. But you zoom out your window, you're gonna go, and then up
See
there.
it
So
go
your
up.
window's over here. So
Okay.
you don't care what's happening in this 6 months window. You care
Right.
what's
Yeah.
in the 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be up here. But
Okay.
and what I'm saying, like, some returns is ridiculous. Like 700%, 800%. That's very common over a year time frame. Because imagine
Wow.
it's so early, right? 1%
Yeah.
of the world's like, I've read that stat somewhere, so don't quote me on that. But
I mean, it makes
more
sense.
and more
But
people are
even
getting
still,
into it, so
yeah.
the demand's is skyrocketing these
This
prices.
ain't that much. We talk about fractions.
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 I was following. I was doing so
is it
good.
whole
And you
fractions?
just said a fraction.
I just thought about Nicki's song.
I had a baby.
Fractions.
I did the wife thing.
Yeah.
I did the mother thing.
Yeah.
A song.
It's a song.
Not
Sorry.
really a song, but it's
Yeah.
a song.
Okay.
Disregard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
but I
like-
got you.
Okay.
You know,
so
we try to sing and rap and every.
Yeah.
That was our moment.
Yep. Sorry.
I'm not a big Nicki fan, so I don't know.
But I just love the what you have been teaching us today,
Love
and I
it.
think you've done it in such like a friend way and like very like broke it down and like having like normal conversation where it's not intimidating.
Yeah,
you should do more of this.
I
so
agree.
Not to put you on the spot of doing it.
This girl literally I follow. I signed up for one of her classes, and hers was more so like trading. And it's a whole thing, and I can send it to you too.
Yeah.
Like, and she kind of does it in a very digestible way that that everyone can understand. You should absolutely do this.
No, this is awesome. So that kind of segues to. So I'm a part in my free time in my sabbatical. Right?
On your sabbatical,
right? I've been getting involved with Glasses Global. Y'all see me repping hard.
GG.
The brand GG.
It's GG. Yeah, I was like
the
GG.
Glasses Global's here. So with Glasses Global, we through the Recess Kickball League.
Okay.
Just
Love
a
that.
bunch of black people just tired of being inside. We want to be outside in a healthy way. So we started a kickball league. We've been doing other events like considering showcases and different things, but we also want to do like community give back type events.
Yes.
So next Sunday we're partnering with Lips Cafe out on Nostrand here in Flatbush to do a financial literacy night. We got 2 guys who's me, Breeze, Key, the whole squad's financial advisor in Atlanta. They actually do this for a living. They have like letters next to their name that say, "I do this shit for real."
I love they are
I do this shit
professionals.
for real. I keep saying like all I'm trying to do is just raise my hand and say this information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But I told these guys, I was like, "Yo, bro, I need to know, if you got some financial advisors in Brooklyn and we want to throw this event." He was like, "Bro, I'm gonna fly out for y'all."
Wow.
So
What
they-
day is this
That's
again?
incredible.
So this coming Sunday, which is October 17th.
What is the next one?
So we're doing a series too.
Okay, perfect.
Incredible.
So this is just the intro.
So okay, then
bro.
I will be there for the part. Duh.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so they're gonna talk stocks, bonds, equities, 401ks, and then we're also gonna do towards the tail end about cryptos.
Okay.
Okay.
All informational. We're gonna have food there. Come have a drink, talk shit,
I love
just learn.
this.
Literally just learn.
Yeah.
Incredible.
But this is like we Glass Global. We're just like, yo, we gotta actually make this a thing to, like, formalize thing.
For
It's
sure.
like a whole
Let me-
community thing, like you
Yeah.
said.
It's a community.
Like I love the kickball league. Like
Yeah.
absolutely love it. Now the
Yeah.
community aspect of it, the fact that it's in Flatbush, like
In
at Lips,
Flatbush.
like black owned, like love it.
Yeah. When I told the owner, he was like, because we did a happy hour. He was like, bro, the happy hour is great, but that's what I'm trying to get in. I'm trying
Yeah.
to get my community, put them on.
Yeah.
Yes.
We let the folks, the aunts and uncles know. Everybody in the community just telling like, yo, please just tell people to pull up.
Yeah.
Come grab some free game and
Yeah.
some wings if you want.
Grab some
And even
free
the
game.
kids, I feel like, the younger generation, like we have money, disposable income where we can have these conversations and we know what we want our money to do. But I didn't know this shit when I was 18.
Right.
No, not
And-
at all.
No.
And I feel like you're building a community that can also reach back and help, the younger generation to know this is what's coming. Like crypto is going to be for them what stocks and bonds are
Yeah.
to us
Exactly.
in
Yes.
a way. So keep doing it. And
Yes,
you're
doing,
amazing.
and I do think it
Doing the
resonates
Lord's
with
work.
them for sure. Like
Right.
at that, because mine was like my father was like, "Don't get a whole bunch of credit cards. You don't want a whole bunch of debt." And I was like, okay. And like, you know how those places are predatory. You come outside of your freshman dorm, Bank of America got
yes.
a whole setup so you can get a credit card.
And you get a
don't
free
know.
pizza and
Yeah,
you
get a
don't
free-
know.
And so you're like, well, let me sign
It
up
is
for this credit
predatory.
card. And then you look and you got a goddamn 500 credit score when you're trying to go get your first apartment.
Right.
Like,
And you don't
so like that
know.
type of stuff starting early, like you said,
Yeah.
and bringing in the kids is so important.
Because you break it down in a way that's digestible and also in a way that's like homeboy.
Yeah.
And like you just schooling me and not even on some like I feel like I'm in school, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I've been on the receiving end of, of getting these like big words thrown at me. I'm like, why? Wait.
Yeah, what is
Once you
this?
get it, you're like, wait, why you ain't just say it in this way? Like,
Right.
you're throwing all
Yeah.
this big
Right.
word
Break it
shit. Like, let's
down
talk about
to
it in
me.
like, what's a marketplace? The way we talk, like, let's
Yeah.
talk about it simply. But yeah, I mean,
Crypto for dummies. I love it.
yeah, shit, about to trademark that.
Yeah,
then.
crypto for dummies.
But again, the only thing I'm gonna say, not financial advice, but when you do invest, please think long term. Like,
Yeah.
again,
Yes.
you got
Not
$50,
short-term.
you
Crypto
got
for the
$25,
homies.
right?
yeah.
Crypto for the
Like,
homies.
put long term.
Crypto for the hood. Trap crypto.
We going to
Wow.
Okay.
Trap
I mean, we
crypto.
really trying to get this.
Right?
for
We
you.
got
Crypto
it,
for the
like,
Crips?
Crypto for the Crips.
Cryptos for the Crips. But you're
you leave out the
excluding.
blood.
Right. Now
Crypto
we're
for the set.
Ooh,
Crypto for the set.
You're
love
set.
That's
Yeah.
that's when
Your
y'all
friend.
when you expand and you
What
come
we
over to the
expand.
West Coast.
right. Look, I'm trying. I took a
God,
sabbatical to
Simply
chill. Y'all about to put me
Right. Like now we put you to
Right,
work.
we put you to work now.
Or Hilltop.
I'm checking in now.
No, for sure.
I'm gonna see Bree one day and be like, so what's going on with crypto for the set?
Right.
Do I need
Right. Well,
to
that's
we
what
need
we
to
call-
call up
that's
Earn real
literally
quick.
That's what we're gonna call it. It's crypto for the set for sure.
No, please. I love that I love y'all reached out because again, we need to be saying giving this information at all
Absolutely.
platform levels.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
me having it in my room with the lips, yes, but you guys are putting it at a higher level. So shout out to y'all, because this is, hopefully people are just paying attention. That's all we want. Pay attention.
Yeah.
We got to
This shit
save
going on.
ourselves, man.
Right.
We
Sure.
have to.
Ain't nobody gonna save us.
No,
Just
nobody.
fuck all that.
People, they
They-
take, they
yeah.
hide the information.
They
from
hide
us.
it.
They do. And make sure when y'all listening to this, like, y'all research what we're talking about, download the apps, play around in them, pause, rewind, listen to it back again.
That's what
like,
somebody actually told me. They were like, even if you just pay attention to, and I think he sent me like some very easy like YouTube videos that I was getting my hair braided and watching them. Like they're still like, I remember being home. I was like, I ain't watching that shit while I'm home. I'm trying to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. But like, I can watch it. Like
7 minutes slow.
yeah, or
That's
if it's
how
like
that's how I was sending
very
them.
digestible, like quick bite sizes. Because I told him that I'm like, this is so overwhelming, and he's like, just start. He's like, that's how I did it. And he works in music. He knows none of this, and he's like, just start paying attention to those like literally YouTube videos or like
School of
I'm sure there's
YouTube.
other podcasts and
No, there
everything,
is.
and like
Simply Explain was one of them that I used, because I was like, I don't get this. I need it simpler. And they like baby
Dumb it
graphics
down.
and everything.
Yeah.
wow.
love a good
now I
graphic.
can understand this. Now I can speak to this
Yeah.
versus you throwing this big ass word around.
that I
like,
don't
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it becomes daunting. So we thank you so much for
Thank you,
I
Ern.
appreciate y'all.
We
Let's get
do
this
have
money.
some closing
plug Glasses
Yes.
Global. Where can
Yes.
people find more information on the events and what you guys
So
are doing?
Glasses Global, you can find us on Instagram. We're building out. This year has been great because we've
We
actually,
follow right now.
Right, we actually had time on our hands to like plan this out. So on Instagram, Glasses Global. If you want to follow Recess Kickball League, shit was lit. Like Black Mamas took her home. My girl took her championship home. They was out there repping
Love
with their
it.
hats yesterday at the bar. But we're gonna have a bunch of series of events ranging like from partying and having a good time to actually learning and growing and healthily all together as a community.
Love it.
Right now in Brooklyn, but hopefully we'll expand. But hey,
Yes. Oh no, y'all are. It's giving
Y'all are.
global.
It is giving global.
Like, I'm like,
are.
it's giving global. It's gonna be one in Ethiopia. It's
Really?
it's giving
Right.
global.
Right.
I'm about to call my
Well,
dad
before
now.
we let you go, we have closing questions. First one: what would you tell your younger self?
What would I tell my younger self?
Yes.
I don't just because I'm learning that faith is like have faith in your natural abilities, like because you get your ass kicked by the world saying you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not fast enough, whatever the topic
Right.
is. But have faith that if you truly enjoy something, double down more. Because now I'm doing it as an adult, but I wish I had started when I was younger. I mean, we all say that, but
Yeah.
have faith in what you truly enjoy and double down on that early. So that'll be my.
I love that.
Love
one.
that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
actually, can I say too?
Yeah.
Buy Bitcoin was fucking in 2012. Oh, my younger self. Oh, if it was
I thought that's what it was.
$200 a pop, $300 a pop. Shit, I can imagine. Oh, but yeah, but that's
Okay.
just money. Money's,
Comes and
money's not
goes.
the faith and the process. Those are the more
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Damn, that was a heavy ass question.
Okay. Another one.
One more.
What do you know for sure?
What do I know for sure? I'm resilient. I'm always gonna make it through everything. I don't know what's coming next, but
Yeah.
I know my parents instilled in me, my family's instilled in me, my community instilled in me that whatever I get thrown out, I can handle. I'll figure it out.
I love
Come
it.
on.
That's what I
Come
know
on,
for
Faith.
sure. But I don't know
Yes.
what the next thing is gonna be.
Right.
But I know that I'm
No,
gonna
that's the
figure it out.
beautiful thing about life, man.
Yeah.
You don't.
You don't. Yeah. Won't know.
Yeah.
No.
Make these goals and then be like, I wonder if that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Never know.
Damn, that was dope. I like that little twist you got there.
Just got
Shout
to
out
bring
to
everything
Oprah.
full
Our
Right.
circle.
Exactly. Right. And so we end every show with a quote. So this quote is, your new life will cost you. It'll cost you your old life, the people you hope to bring with you, and the distractions that numb the pain. But your new life will be worth the investment. Oh, look at that investment. We was talking about investment.
Word.
It'll meet you outside your comfort zone in a world that makes space for your growth.
Damn.
You're
What's that
entering
what's
into a
that
new
GIF?
chapter.
What is that? Growth from insecure?
Oh my
What is it
God.
they call it?
Growth.
Growth.
I just rewatched that episode too. What do we call that? Growth.
Yeah.
Growth. Yeah, that's what it's all about
That's
in
it.
every
Right.
aspect.
In every aspect.
And you just keep growing.
Just keep growing. Yeah,
and be resilient with the growth.
You know what I always say? It's a rolling, not a stopwatch. Shit don't never
It'll
stop.
never
Don't ever
stop.
stop. It really does not.
Says the one with the rollie on. I mean, meanwhile,
Right, I don't have no watch on.
You could buy it if you wanted to.
Right.
That's all right.
yeah,
It's like it's worth nothing.
maybe
They appreciate.
They do.
they do. They're
Yeah.
investment
They do.
pieces.
Yeah.
My brother's a jeweler, and he was telling me, bro, this stuff, the moment you buy it at retails,
Yeah.
double the
Yeah.
month.
Just don't bust it
Certain
down.
Just
I
don't,
know,
just don't
especially
bust it
like
down.
the rare
Yeah.
ones. Like
Yeah.
somebody told me his went up like $20,000 or something. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
One day.
Thank you
We
so
thank
much.
you, Erm.
Thank you for
Yes.
having me on, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, y'all.
guys.
Later.